Yep. There we go. Okay. It's a little off though. There we go. Better than it's been before. At least the game's actually fucking working. We're never gonna finish this game, by the way. That's why the title is that right now, because it's never going to happen. Yeah, let's just kill these fuckers. They're so weak we can just use the spear. We don't even have to hack them. Although it's kind of slow. Yeah, like, I don't know. At least the game's working. We can finish it one day.
Thanks for streaming Bitch Boy Lesson 3.
Wow, thanks. Thank you. Thanks for the $5 dues. Or I need to come up with a better term for what this money is called. I guess you could be an American and you could be using real money. Probably that's the case. Thank you. Less than 3 to yourself. Speaking of love, what I was gonna get into is so yeah, Dalton's girlfriend is trying to set me up with this chick she knows, and so like recently, oh here we go.
Fuck you.
Well, you know what? The last guy, he said he gave me a heart, and I said less than 3 back. You say fuck you, I'll say fuck you right back.
Call it real money from now on.
Thanks for the real money. Did I just make like fucking $30 in 10? Like I'm not even, nobody even cares about NieR Automata.
I only use Zimbabwean dollars.
And that's why it's transferred down to 1 penny. You put in like your life savings of Zimbabwe dollars, and now you're down to I get a penny out of that. It's the thought that counts, though, you know. It's like how people say that like a dollar in Canada, it might not be a real dollar, right? It's a dollarette, but people still treat it the same way, you know. You spend $10, you spend 10 Canadian dollarettes. It's the same. You think of it the same way as if you were spending 10 real dollars. So you know, if you spent 1 million Zimbabwe dollars, the thinking would go that it's the same as if you spent 1 million real dollars. So I should be just on my knees thanking you for this great donation. Thank you. What I was gonna say though is so like recently, Dalton's girlfriend was baptized and I'm her godfather, which is a weird situation already because it means that if they don't get married or something, which is what it seems like is gonna happen. It seems like he's probably gonna marry her. But if they don't get married, I'm still her godfather. Like, I am stuck with her for the rest of my life. And she's stuck with me for the rest of my life. Even if, like, probably my closest friend just maybe despises her in the future. There's, like, there's no going back from this. Already a weird situation. But, okay, you know, fine. It's a weirder situation when you realize that Dalton is my godfather. So.
Smile.
Thanks, my man, for another dollary due. I mean, real dollar. Where do we have to go here? I think the other way's faster, actually. But yeah, so now they're trying to set me up because now, you know, like now we're friends, I guess. I'm friends with Dalton's girlfriend, which is just a weird thing to say. But now she wants to set me up, and after her baptism, we went to like dinner at some Italian place. You know, everybody, like some of her family, Dalton's family, and she invited this girl that she wants to set me up with. And by the way, she must think highly of me because she's an attractive woman. And I'll say that, like, you know, at least she picked a looker, and I've got to be thankful for that. She's got tits like torpedoes, you know what I mean? Like some women, they've got breasts that stick straight forward.
It's real money. Fuck you.
Yeah, I know, it's real money. But like, and she's attractive. She's got a good face. But I just completely ignored her because Dalton's dad was there. And I always thought Dalton's dad was a cool guy. We talked about like politics and how shitty the Chinese are and shit like that. And Dalton's girlfriend tried to like drop the hint like, hey, like, why, Michael, why you sitting all the way on the other side? You know, like, sit over here with the cool kids, right? She's like, she's trying to get me to understand that, like, hello, you fucking stupid idiot. I'm trying to set you up, you know? And, I was like, nah, I want to sit over here. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's like, I don't mind. So I just shot the shit with Dalton's dad, my roommate Dalton's dad, the whole dinner. Instead, I talked to her, like, for 10 seconds at the very end, and I'm not impressed. Feel like playing a game. Sure, yeah. Is this the game that robot just programmed? Still derivative. I think I've played this one before. It seems pretty similar to other works. I think, you know, as a first work, sometimes people are a bit. They don't go for their own style right away. You got to learn how to do the basics, walk before you run. But I will say there's not a lot of creativity here.
She doesn't want Harry fucking neat.
I'm not a neat. I'm only a neat for 9 months out of the year. For 3 months, I'm a fisherman who makes good money. That was probably the only thing we talked about too, was she asked me what I did for a living because she knew I didn't work. Feel like playing it? No. Come back whenever you'd like to play. Wait, is that it? Up. Is there something else that I have to do here and I just didn't read it? Wawa. But, I was like, he offered you a prize if you find bugs hidden in his game. Oh. Okay.
It seems that he just stripped a robot's CPU and made a game out of hacking.
Yeah. Well. Ooh. That's kind of cool. That's a cool little thing. I mean, like, it's not mind-blowing or anything. Need a 4-color cable. Let me guess, I have to kill, like, your loved ones now. I need to kill someone more important. Soldiers. Alright. Oh, but I was gonna say, from what little I talked to her about, she doesn't... I don't know if I'll actually like her. Because she's, like I said, she's good looking. For sure. Like, Dalton's girlfriend clearly has a high opinion of me that she picked this woman. And that's nice. You know. And it makes sense. I am just like a more extreme version of Dalton. Dalton is just Michael Light. So I understand why she might be attracted to a man such as myself. And, you know, realize that I deserve good things. But the way she talks, I can see maybe what she was going for, why she might think I'd like her. But the way she talks, she's one of those people who really wants to seem intelligent. Or at least that's the idea you get from hearing her speak. Because she uses words that are just unnecessary in normal conversation. And she has the cadence like she's lecturing you.
Supreme gentleman.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's me. Just wait until I shoot up a coffee shop or whatever. Or the YouTube HQ because I still haven't gotten my money. We got a new quest here. We still can't teleport, can we? Let's climb up. But, yeah, it's like, I talked to her for 8 seconds.
Maybe she was trying to impress you.
Maybe? I mean, like, but it seemed like she was talking like that even when I was still sitting at the other side of the table. Because eventually I moved over because, like, half the people left.
Tip Fedora.
Yeah. But, I don't, from what little I talked to her, like, the little amount of experience I had talking to her, I just don't like the way she talks. It was really, like, really annoying. I don't know. 9S, you okay over there? I mean, 2B? 2B, are you alright? We have no money. Oh, right. Okay. But now Dalton's girlfriend is still set on hooking me up with her. So now we're going on a picnic on Sunday, I think, or Saturday. I hope it's not Saturday because I'm actually busy. Sunday, I think. Which is weird. I've never been on a picnic before because, like I said, I mean, we live in like a lesser version of hell, and by lesser I mean just barely. You don't normally want to be outside much around, you know.
Yay.
Gay? No. You're the kind android from before. My son locked himself inside again. I know this. I know this.
Stream yourself bullying your live on stream.
Stream live on stream. Well, there's an idea. I could do something like that. The problem is that I'd have to do that. Okay, I mean, the immediate reaction is no. I don't want to do that because, like, I don't want to show my face or anything. But my other reaction is like that'd be pretty funny, actually. So. I don't know. If there was a way for me to do that and not reveal both my location and my identity, I guess I could just have a camera only facing towards her. But...
No hell is having 129-degree weather with 80% humidity in a train.
129? Where do you live that you have 129? There's nowhere on Earth
you can live tweet it.
I mean, I've gotten like 122 or 120, maybe even 125 before. But 129, like, recently? Like, it's not even summer yet. Do you actually live in hell?
Menacee 119.
Oh, okay, see. No, I've gotten 119 before, that's... Oh, come on. Oh, what the fuck? Come on. 119, that's reasonable. Yeah. The kid was scared. See, after I left the house, I started to like this one. Oh, okay, here we go. I thought I was gonna short circuit whenever I looked at her. I never felt that before, and it was scary. There, it's all right. Next time we'll go see her together, all right? Yeah, we'll just take your mom with you when you go see the girl you like. Simple. Feel free to come visit my child anytime you like. He seems fond of you. That kid's got issues. Well, we've helped another robot find love. Now, if only I could do it for myself. I'm just kidding. I'm fine. I'm fine being alone. Don't worry. No, it's fine.
25 degrees Celsius is hell.
I don't know what 25 degrees Celsius is because that's just absolute gibberish to me. You're like, the United States is the greatest country in the world. Why don't you use our measurements? You know, just get with the program. We're the empire, right? Our influence is felt all throughout the world, for better or for mostly worse. Can't you niggas just use our measurements? They're the real ones. They're the ones that actually, you know, like, make sense. You know, oh, yeah, it's fucking base 10. Yeah, okay, whatever. Boring. Like, what? That's actually not what those two said. I did this mission a few days ago. I did it and the kid was just scared of not being able to know what everyone else was thinking. That was the first time you did this mission.
Use real metric.
No, metric is stupid. You do this mission twice, so that's just because the first time you do this mission, he's scared of not being able to know what people think. But then this is the second time he locks himself in that room again, and we let him out again. This time because of a cute girl, much more understandable.
119 degrees Fahrenheit is 48 degrees Celsius. That's twice as hot in Norway.
Huh. So wait, what is 25 degrees Celsius? Because I know that the conversion isn't exactly like that. It's not like it's always just multiply by or I don't remember how the conversion works to Celsius, because it's this fucking, it's a meme. It's not real measurements. Nobody uses that actually is important, okay? Right? It's metric. What I'm saying, though, is, oh, what I was gonna say is 25 degrees Celsius is 77 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a fucking cool spring day. 77. I have my air conditioning set to 78 right now. I'm not, like my AC is set to 78. That is cold. Well, that's not cold, okay? Let's not exaggerate. But that's nice, right? When it gets hot out, and that's me, that is me, like, being a bit extravagant with my air conditioning. Normally I have it set to 80 degrees. Because that's like, you know, it's just cheaper. Father Servo's back. He's got a penis robot now. I'm not sure if that... Because that's not him. His head is up there. He just has another head now. Sticking right at... Yeah. Okay. This is that same weird monk machine as before, right? What do you mean before? We've never seen him before. Right? Like this is... Okay. 77 is perfect. I like the cold. If I had the money, or if I lived somewhere nicer, I would be keeping it at like a cool 69, and not because of any sort of joke, just legitimately, that is a very comfortable temperature. 69 is perfect. Cool 70, 68, that's fine. There's some degree of variation there, that's fine. But no, yeah, I mean, I'm hot right now at 78, but it's still a hell of a lot nicer than it normally is. Dare you taste the forbidden fruits of his labors? Yeah, taste the forbidden fruits. Father Servo is born anew. The red and white belt. So we can just hack him, right? And that should be pretty easy. Like, I mean, this thing was going to be pretty hard playing against this guy as... Oh, shit. As 2B, but it seems like as 9S, it might actually just be easy. Unless this does no damage. No, that was like almost a fourth, maybe a fifth. I'd say this is going to be simple. If it's just that over and over again, it's not going to be... Yeah, this kind of an underwhelming boss when you play it as 9S. You got to kill the tower so these guys stop respawning, or do they just respawn no matter what? Like until a certain point. Ooh. Yeah, this is easy. Yeah, he's down to half health already. This is the most simple boss. He's level 50. Like, he should be a little more challenging, you'd think, but no. The power of my hacking skills makes this boss a pushover. No, yeah, one more and he's gone. It's the same thing again, basically. A little different. That thing starts shooting right away, which is different. More challenging, I guess. Yep. Nah, I didn't even get hit. Enough, I say! Show pity on an old monk. Go on. Father Servo requires a gold or... Are you... I don't know, what do you think? I feel like all this fighting is a big waste of time, plus it's starting to get really expensive. It's not a waste. Our own skills improve each time we spar with this machine. Such wisdom! May the 1,000 blessings of a random and unspecified god rain down upon you. You brought the required items, I think so. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll be waiting for that. Oh, shit. Yeah, let's do a couple of these. Oh, he's already done. Wait, really? I turn away and he's finished? Wait a minute. What if I had not jumped off? Does he just finish it immediately? It's gonna be a little less impressive since I'm taking as long as I am to get up there. But, ooh, okay. Alright. That's, I like that. I'll give him this. I like this. I like that he goes fucking full final form. I mean, this is a, like, Dragon Ball Z style final form. Like Frieza, you know? He gets more and more crazy looking until he gets to his absolute perfect final form, where he looks like just some regular fucker. I mean, as much as you can look like a regular fucker when you're a robot or an alien, but I like that. It's actually way more intimidating. The only way they could have made it more intimidating than the last thing was to make it like the size of one of these buildings, or to do this. Because this, being a follow-up to that giant one, you know this fucker is just pure power distilled into a humanoid form. What do you think of Father Servo now?
Looks like Raphael from the Ninja Turtles.
Like I said, pure power. Indeed, and all thanks to you. Well then, think you can face the full might of Father Servo's power? Yeah. Then we fight. See, I actually wish I finished this quest as 2B. Please let me move. Just so I could do this fight for real. I feel like it'd be really fun dodging around and trying to kill this guy as 2B. I think it'd be like an actual real challenge. I mean, this is tough, you know. This is a challenge, but it's not the same. I mean, this is a platinum game. Their strength. Oh, okay.
It's over 9,000.
Well, I was gonna complain about how easy this is, but actually, that did no damage, which means I'm gonna have to do that a lot, which doesn't make it harder as much as it just makes it longer, which is what she said. And shooting him does nothing. Right, and my spear does basically nothing, so we're gonna have to hack him like 10 times. See, this is a little... Okay, shit. I'm not a big fan of just making a boss harder by increasing health. This isn't so bad, considering that, like, it's an optional boss. If you... Oh. This is fucking... I forgot these are timed. It's not so bad since it's optional, but, I don't know. Couldn't they just give me, like, one really difficult hack? Or, like, a few really difficult ones? You know, just boot up Toho from my computer instead of just making me do it 20 times?
Wow, all I hear is crying.
Yeah, okay. Fair. Yeah, no, it's just me complaining. You're right. Absolutely. This game's a masterpiece, and any criticism should be met with get good. There is no legitimate criticism of this game. It's true. You're right. You're correct. I'm just a big baby. You heard it here first. That's why... Okay. Yeah, that's why I do nothing but complain about how my voice is always dying. It's just my natural instinct as a fully grown 6'3" baby boy. It's not a joke, it's the truth. Please. Okay, it's easy. It's gonna take a while though. So buckle up. Hope you like hacking. You know, I've heard people actually complain about this portion of the game before.
This game is art, therefore it surpasses criticism.
I don't know if those two things actually go together. I don't know if you can say that just because it's... Just because it's art, you can't criticize it.
Sure thing, soy boy.
Oh, yeah? Is that what... I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. I guess until I provide picture proof, I don't even exist, so it's...
6 feet 3 inches, man, let TBH.
How tall are you? Say, if you're taller than 6'3", I mean, some people are taller than me. I have a friend, that guy who plays in the band that I saw in a concert a band of himself, that I saw in a concert the other day. He's like 6'5" or something. I think my dad is 6'4", but yeah, I mean, people are taller than me, but I wouldn't call it short. Dalton's like 6'1", I think. My brother got a little unlucky with genetics. I think he's like not even 6 foot. He's only like 17, but still, I was 6'1" when I was 17, so I don't know. He's unlucky. He's actually really unlucky because he's also got like he's also got a bunch of health problems. He's gone into surgery once already. And he might have to go into surgery again. He had to go into surgery for appendicitis. And, what did I do here? Change my weapon set. and he might have to go back for like some intestinal problems he's having. He's also gonna have to get his wisdom teeth removed, even though I will not have to. My teeth have just set in. I fucked this up. My teeth are fine. Like, I will never have to get my wisdom teeth removed, but my brother does. But yeah, I mean, maybe I'm a manlet to some people's standards. I don't know. Please. There. I know a guy who's well above 7 feet. Yeah, that's, I mean, that's impressive. As impressive as something outside of your control can be. But I guess it's the same way that, like, a fucking mountaintop can be impressive. It's not necessarily because you're saying, wow, God, you did a nice job on this one. No, it's just like, yeah, that's a good looking mountain. That's impressive. My cousins are taller than you. Okay. I mean, I know people are getting taller over time, but is 6'3" really not tall anymore? Have I been superseded by the tall youth that I'm no longer a part of? It's weird because someday I think that will actually be the case. Like someday, the next generation after me, they're gonna be like fucking 7. Like if you're not 6'3", you're a manlet. And 6'5" will be the new like 6'1". And the 5'11" fuckers are gonna be even more cucked. They'll be midget tier at that point. Or little people, of course. You call them little people. I'm only 6 foot. Yeah, I mean 6 foot. I mean, if you're at least 6 foot, I think you're in a good position. But I think you're gonna be increasingly in a worse position. I always thought 6'1" was like the standard. That's partially because I'm in the United States of America, so we have tall people here. We've got, it's just how it is. If you were in Asia or something, you wouldn't have as tall people. But I always thought 6'1" was like a good number. If you're 6'1", no one will ever say that you're short, really. But 6 foot, I don't know. It's doable. I think that's fine. You're all right. Girlfriend you're with might not be able to wear heels. You marry your wife, she can't wear, her fucking tall shoes. But that's fine. Your wife's not a slut anyway. You shouldn't be wearing that sort of shit. What are we trying to do? Show her off? Fair. Oh, please. Please don't.
The red walls hurt you on contact.
I know they do. I just keep hitting them on accident. This is not, to be clear, this is not a situation where a lack of information is making me do badly, which is, has happened before when I just didn't know you could even fucking shoot in this minigame. This is a situation where I'm just doing badly. I mean, I think I'm doing all right. Okay, well, that was fucking good timing, wasn't it? But, yeah, that's just me, not doing as well as I could. That's me not applying myself.
My future wife better have Mary as a role model.
Well, I would hope. Wouldn't marry her in it, otherwise. I mean, that's sort of the theme, isn't it? That, like...
5 feet 10 inches or 5 feet 11 inches is actually the average in the U.S.
I know that's the average, it's just that no one thinks of it that way. Like, it's like when people say that, like, what is it, like, the average penis size is way smaller than people imagine. It's like, no one really cares what the average is. It's what the perception of what the average is, right? Like, if you've got a 3 or 4 inch penis, I don't know what the average is supposed to be. Maybe that's average, maybe you're fine, right? But if you're like, you're a fucking man whore and you're trying to sell yourself on the, in the night, on the red light sort of thing, you've got your listing on Backpage for sexy massage, then, people might be a little disappointed with 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches, whatever the average is. I have no idea. I'm not really one for penis research. It doesn't matter. They want 3/4 of a foot, They want or a foot. It doesn't matter what the average is. It's the perception. Perfect. But yeah, I mean that's usually the manlet response, right? Is that like, because 5'11" being the average, there are a lot of people who are 5'11", but they look short. I mean, I don't know. They just kind of look short. That's just how they're viewed. You know, that's how I usually see 5'11" people. Is like, yeah, they could be a little taller. I would never call them tall.
Facts don't matter, only the perceived facts.
Yeah, of course.
Huh. What U.S. political party does that remind me of?
Both of them. Because they're both controlled by the same people.
If you're not a grader, you're declit.
No, exactly. Yeah, 6.5 inches or greater, you're a dicklet. Let me guess, you're sitting at a good 6.7. That's always the giveaway, isn't it? Like, whatever you say is what is the cutoff, you're just above it. Like, if you say, well, I mean, even what I just said, I said 6'1" is like what you'd consider tall, and below that, you're like short or average at best, you know? Why did I choose the number 6'1"? Probably because I'm 6'3", right? If I was 5'11", I'd probably be saying like, you know, 5'11's tall, you know? And then if I was 5'7", I'd be saying like, you fuckers aren't tall unless you're 5'5" or 6'5" or better, right? If I was 6'7". For if Father Servo wishes to be truly strong, he must stake his very life upon it. Grant Father Servo no quarter. This will be a battle to the death! Prepare to die, my android child. Ooh. Well, I'm just gonna hack you. Which makes this just a little anticlimactic. Not a huge fan of bosses being beat with mini games, but you know, it's my fault. I should have done this while I was 2 beat. I didn't think it was. I don't know. I didn't realize. Oh, we have to fight him all over again. How much? I mean, how much slower is it if we shoot him and attack him like this? Is it that much slower? Is it faster even? It's definitely not faster. It also opens me up to the risk of getting hit, and considering that it has no benefits but a clear negative and that I can actually take damage, there's really no reason to do it like that. So we're back to hacking. Who wants to be in my video game? You'd have to first convince me that you are making a video game, because I don't believe you. I'm very skeptical about amateur game dev people. Usually it's just bullshit, you know, idea guys sort of things. You got an idea, and maybe it's a good idea, but you're not gonna make anything. Like, I have ideas. I've wanted to make games before. I've thought about it. I might do it at some point. I've got, you know, 9 months of spare time every year. But, I would never say, like, I'm making a game. I'm making some music, which, by the way, it's going pretty well. Been working on Ableton. Might actually do I might do an Ableton stream at some point. Recently, I've been listening to a lot of electronic music so that I can study it and improve my production skills. I've been listening to a lot of... right now, I'm trying to remake a song. Like, just see if I can create the same song as faithfully as possible so that I can understand how it was made. I'm doing that with a Snail's House song, which is... it's going pretty well. I think I recreated the synth pretty well. And then I'm working on this other thing, but I don't know where to go with it. So that's why I'm doing this. So I can understand song structure a bit more. Ooh, ooh. The game is free, and you will pay us. Yeah, see, that doesn't really, I mean, unless you're, you know, independently wealthy or something, that doesn't seem very believable. Seems like a lie. Seems like, you know, false. Seems false. Okay, alright. This is, I know this is simple. Someone who plays Toho or something would look at what I'm doing and get really upset that I just fucked that up. But, I don't know what I was gonna say. Come on, please. 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 Oh, please. Take a drink real quick. Snail's House is some good shit. It is some good shit. Pixel Galaxy is good. Currently, I'm doing a remake of Grape Soda, and I figured out the synth. I'm actually pretty happy with it. And doing remakes is actually really fun. It's really fun to just look at the song and like, how do I make this song? And even what little I've done of it so far, all I've done really is I've recreated the synth for the lead, and I figured out what the melody is, but I haven't recorded it yet. And I've gotten the drums pretty similar to what they have. And also just sectioned it into parts so I know what I'm working on. It's like, it's really fun. Like, I'm understanding how these songs work. With, like, it starts with an intro, it's got the verse, then it's got, like, a little build-up and a little drop, and then it goes into, like, a little breakdown, and then a bigger drop into the verse, and then the real drop, the fucking real shit drop, but still not much of one because it's a Snail's House song. It's not like, you know. It's cool, you know, like I'm understanding how this shit works. This is painful to watch. Is it? Do you play Toho? I think you do. In fact, I'm very, it's very likely I think you do. I mean, this is a long boss, alright? And I think I'm better, probably, at the actual combat, you know, in this game. Not the mini-game. This is just not exactly what I have experience in, especially I'm using a controller. I don't know anyone on Earth that plays like a Toho sort of thing with a controller. Probably because I don't think they have any support for it. You'd have to get some program to do that, to keybind it. I don't know. But yeah, making music is pretty fucking great. I don't think I realized that before, how fun. It's because before I tried to make like I've tried this before, but I always tried to make like more traditional sort of like rock and roll and shit like that. Like I'd listen to a Tame Impala album and be like, I want to make that, right? But I don't know how to sing. I don't know how to play guitar. I don't know how to play bass. I mean, other than I know how to play guitar and bass, like, you know, the tiniest bit. I have a guitar and bass. But it's like I can't even plug them into my fucking computer because I don't have an audio interface. It's like, there's no fucking, it was stupid. Like, there was no way I was going to be able to do that. But now it's like, well, you focus on something a little more electronic. You know, use a bunch of synths. Suddenly, it's a little more doable. It kind of starts to make sense. Although I think I'm gonna buy an audio interface because I recently just came into a bit of money. Went and did my taxes the other day, which is why I didn't stream. And found out that I'm paying about like less than half of what I expected to pay in taxes. And because I did the Alaska work, I count as like a private contractor. So I have to withhold my own taxes. So I had like a certain amount of money, you know, sitting in the bank, just set aside for taxes. And I only have to use like half of that. So I think I'm gonna buy an audio interface, and maybe a baby killer, because I really want an AR-15. Go out hunting sometime. Not that there's much around here, but there's some. Or I'll go on a trip. I don't know. It's pretty nice though. I was worried actually. Like I don't have that much money. Like I was afraid that I was gonna have to pay so much in taxes that I wouldn't like I'd have barely enough to get through until summer, because I really thought I was gonna get fucked by taxes. But after all the deductions and shit, I'm doing pretty great. I've got like at least $1,000 I can blow safely, and maybe like more like 3. I just fucking ran into a stationary wall and killed myself. Don't change that weapon. Who plays a twin-stick shooter with a controller? Yeah, no, exactly. Who the fuck does that? That's stupid. Who would ever? I mean, okay, when you put it like that, it's fine. But then the Toho comparison's out the window, alright? I spent less time on this as you as 2B, level 40 something. Level 40? I'm fucking 35 right now. How the hell were you level 40? Because I'm the same level, right? It keeps the same level that I was when I was 2B, and then it just has been increasing. So, like, fuck off. Okay. How are you level 40? I was probably level 26 when I fought this guy. Like, you know, his earlier forms. Like, it's not that impressive when you say, like, oh, I did this way better than you. I also, you know, was grinding for hours to make sure that I could do more have more damage output and more health and such. It's like, okay, of course you'd take less time. Also, you did it as 2B, which was a smart decision. I should have done that. That's, you know, I'll give you that one. But, you know, this is where we are. We've made these mistakes. We've made our bed. Now we gotta lay in it. We've sowed our seeds. Now we need to pay our child support, right? Unless you're like that guy who, recently in the news, some guy, like, went off into the ocean on, like, a fucking canoe or something. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't a canoe, but it was some sort of, like, it was some sort of small boat that looked very similar to a canoe. And he said, the police said he disappeared into the ocean on this canoe. Because he like, owed thousands of dollars in child support. And so he's just gone. He's probably dead, unless he just went further up the coast. Which is what you'd want to do. I mean, that'd be pretty smart. If it works. Or he's trying to, I don't know. Now Father Servo can be at peace. He has found a foe strong enough to withstand him. Here, your earthly reward. That's not that much, but thanks. Huh.
しましたね。これでもロボ同士に振り回されなくて済みますよ。そうだね。バカなロボットですよ。破壊さ
How did you get a job in a boat? Because I may want to do that when I get out of the military.
Well, first let me. I want to see what 9S is saying here. Okay, that was endearing. Makes me like 9S. The fact that it was a really touching moment about how, like, this machine has worked his whole life to get stronger, and 9S is just like, what a stupid fucker. Happy he's finally dead. How I got the job, though, all I did was send out letters. That's what I'm doing right now. I literally just found some information online about it, sent letters up there to different, like, oh, here we go, nice. Different skippers up in Alaska. Gave my credentials, which was basically like, hey, I know how to cook. I'm in decent shape, you know. People, you know, better than some people, worse than others. And yeah, you know, hire me. And I just sent out a bunch of those, and I got a few offers. It's pretty simple, actually. If you want to ask me, like, on Discord or something, I could send you some of the stuff. It's pretty, you know. I think my throat is never going to repair itself. Streaming has permanently injured it. I think that's the exact same message we got last time, right? I was kind of waiting to see if it was different, but I think it's exactly the same. Is that couple here? No? Underground? Also, I've got mail. I guess I can check that right now. I might as well. What is this? Oh, nice. Oh, that's what we needed for them. Right. I forgot about this quest. Okay. Cool. I think there's another thing in here, though. Yeah. More robots to harvest their parts for my hit new video game. It's good. Could you always go into this factory while playing as 2B? No, you couldn't. You couldn't, no.
Buy a game with the money I've given you.
I could do that. Why do you... Like, I could. The problem being... Jeez, my voice is like... The problem with that is that Twitch hasn't actually paid me yet. I've made over $100, which is the cutoff for when you're allowed... Also, thanks for the real dollars there. That's the cutoff, or the point you need to get to so that you can have your money, like they'll actually give it to you. But they haven't done it yet, and they say it can take up to like 3 months or something. And I had to update my payment information recently, which may have reset the 3 months. I don't know. So, I couldn't really use the exact money you sent me, you know. I could just use money and then take that money later. But I don't know, there's not that many games that I'm really like... For one, we're playing like too many games as it is. Did I pass by this thing or like where? Oh no, I just need to kill these robots. Yeah, right, duh. Okay, and it was sort of focused around this area, so I'm gonna go back. Ran right into that. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like we're already playing kind of too many games anyway. I'm playing fucking 4 games at a time. We've been playing NieR Automata for months. And we're not even that far in, I don't think.
Got to go. Buy some cough drops before your next stream.
I know, honestly. Can you hear it? Does it sound like my voice is kind of fucked up? I think, well, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some tea with a little bit of honey in it. Which the problem with that is that I can't have too many carbs, or else my brain starts to feel like it's gonna die. So like I can't actually have that much honey, but a little bit. I've done it before, and it does help. I'm gonna try that. And also, I'm supposed to go to the doctor soon anyway, because I'm finally got in with my my fucking Indian hospital, where I can get my free healthcare, and they want to get like a full physical and blood test and everything to make sure I'm in good shape. I think we just got what we needed. Yeah. Okay. So maybe I'll be able to find out then. They'll test my blood and find out I have throat cancer, and then we can just be done with it, right? We can just accept my fate. I guess let's go back here. Wandering Couple we finished. Halfway's Inventor we can't do. We need to go there. This one's for Game Dev Machine. I guess we'll go back to the Game Dev Machine just in case we need to go somewhere around here for his level 3. Or we could just do the next part of the story quest so that we don't have to run around everywhere. Because I think the story quest might actually unlock... I mean, I'm sure it unlocks teleporting at some point. I just don't know if that's after the point at which I have to do these quests.
Honey whiskey does wonders for a sore throat.
Honey whiskey, really? That's interesting. That's interesting. I could do that. Whiskey is actually one of the few alcohols that I can drink. Because again, I can't have too many fucking carbs. I'm pretty sure whiskey. I know I can drink scotch. And isn't scotch literally just Scottish whiskey? Yeah, I think I probably could have whiskey. I've had it before, but it was back when I didn't know about the fact that my migraines were caused by carbs. I could try that. I could become a raging alcoholic to fuel my streaming. You know, drinking whiskey so that my voice is all right. And then when I'm asked like, hey, why are you you're fucking drunk 24/7? It's because I'm protecting my voice. I have to. It's a good excuse. Scheduled correspondence. Kill the machines. Don't trust them. Absolutely. I don't trust any piece of hardware that doesn't have a pair of tits attached to it. Or I guess, you know, a dick in the case of 9S. I guess I trust 9S. Yeah, I don't know. I might try it. I don't think I've had honey whiskey. I've only had like that fucking cinnamon whiskey, like Jack. What is it? Jack Fire. It's not bad too. That's what I had when me and Dalton and a couple of my friends were celebrating that Hillary lost. We went and bought some Jack Fire. That was pretty good. I trust Dick. Yeah, quote me. You won't. You'll forget it by tomorrow. You won't even remember. Right? No one remembers the shit I say. I could say anything. I trust Dick. It won't even matter. Clip it. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a name. Richard. I think we're gonna do the main quest here, but I'm gonna save just to be sure that we don't block ourselves from these other quests. But this is just so we can save some time. I'm gonna do this so we can unlock the teleporting. Because presumably, we should get the teleporting long before we lock off these side quests.
As we can.
Yeah. My phone just go off? The fuck was that? Oh. That was Discord. For some reason I have my notifications for Discord on. Someone just put in there, I trust Dick. Oh hey, we got it right now. Oh. No, wait. Never mind. This is just the teleporting to the bunker. Isn't there like an item in here? It won't. What do you mean it won't open? Oh, wrong one. No? What? Oh. We get that as part of the story. We probably get that right now. I forgot about that. Got a package from Pascal. Yep. We've seen all this before. Mm-hmm.
Every year for my extended family's Thanksgiving hunts, a bottle of honey whiskey is passed around. However, last time they forgot to buy a bottle, so they got a cheap one from the gas station, and my great uncle chugged it cause no one wanted it.
Huh. Your uncle sounds like a real trooper. He does the dirty job that no one else wants to. Let's take a break. What do you mean, sick? Okay. Huh. Hey. Do we have any neat songs unlocked? I think we've gotten a couple of these. Other significance. Janique Nicole. Yeah, give me a listen. Oh, it's this song. Now let's get something else. Battle. Alien Manifestation with vocals. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit around and listen to this. Wow, wow. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna listen to all that. Do you have any upgrades for me? Not that it matters much. Nope, you don't. Like, nothing to buy, of course. Okay. Well, I'm happy I stopped by here, because the next main mission is also over here, so at least we're getting two birds with one stone here. But first we'll go up to the video game designer. Always have to support your local video game designers. It's an important part of the American economy, is amateur game dev. I don't know why I'm trying to listen to this. We've seen this exact same thing already. Oh, I was gonna say earlier, I've heard people complain about this part of the game. They said like the ending B is like the slowest and like perhaps the worst part of the game. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I think some people exaggerated it from what I heard, although the fact that we're doing a lot of the stuff over again, I mean, sure, it's ending B, but like it's a different ending. It makes sense, but at the same time, it's like we're doing it all over again, and it's slightly worse than it was the first time because I have to use a combat that's just not as enjoyable. Like, and it's they're not playing to their strengths, right? I mean, it's a platinum game. Your strength is not shoot 'em ups. And even if it was, I mean, like, even if you were also good at shoot 'em ups, it's like, that's not what it got. That's not what it said on the tin, you know? I was sold, you know, platinum game. Like, I see what people were complaining about, is what I'm saying. Like, I understand. Although it doesn't seem as bad as people are saying. But, like, I think I actually would have enjoyed... I think I would actually enjoy this second time through more if I had the option to play combat just like 2B. Like, the hacking's a nice change of pace, but I almost would prefer if it was just for, like, special things and, like, bosses or chess and stuff like that, instead of, like, every single battle you're gonna need to use it. But okay, whatever. We'll see how long we last with it. Maybe I mean, it's challenging a bit. It's just weird. It doesn't have like a nice flow to it, because you're in the middle of a battle, you're dodging around, then you hack, and then like now you're playing a different game. It's just strange. Minigames in general are not the best, except for like you're playing fucking WarioWare or something, and then it's like, okay, this is what I'm here for. I'm here for the minigames.